Imagine an entire family murdered in their sleep, in a quiet town where nothing like this had ever happened. No one heard a scream, no one saw a thing. Over 100 years later, the case is still unsolved. This is the story of the Villisca axe murders. On the morning of June 10th, 1912, in Villisca, Iowa, neighbor Mary Peckham grew concerned. The Moore family hadn't been seen since the night before. She knocked. No answer. She called Josiah Moore's brother, and together they entered the house. What they found would haunt the town forever. Inside, the entire Moore family and 2 young house guests were found brutally murdered. 8 victims, all killed by the blunt side of an axe. The scene was horrifying. Every mirror in the house was covered with cloth. Windows were draped with clothes to block the view. The killer had methodically gone from room to room, striking each victim as they slept. The youngest victims were just 5 years old. The murder weapon? Josiah Moore's axe, left behind at the scene. The small town of Villisca was thrown into chaos. Who could do such a thing? Suspects ranged from a traveling preacher to jealous business rivals, to even a serial killer who roamed the Midwest. But the investigation was botched. Curious neighbors and townsfolk trampled through the crime scene before police could properly examine it. Evidence was contaminated, and the truth slipped away. One prime suspect was Reverend George Kelly, a traveling preacher who attended the church event the Moores went to the night before. He was obsessed with the murders, even confessing at one point, but later recanting. A jury couldn't convict him. Others believe it was a local rival, or a wandering killer connected to similar axe murders in nearby towns. But no evidence ever proved any theory. Today, the Villisca axe murder house still stands. It has become a place of dark tourism, with visitors reporting strange noises, ghostly figures, and cold spots. Paranormal investigators claim the spirits of that night never left. Over a century later, the question remains: who killed the Moore family? And why did they cover the mirrors and stay inside that house long after the murders were done? The Villisca axe murders remain one of America's greatest unsolved mysteries. Was it the preacher? A jealous rival? Or a wandering serial killer who slipped away into the night? What do you think? Ask to the comic Claxter Bastra. Share your theory in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to Hollywood Motion for more chilling true crime stories, unsolved mysteries, and the dark history behind real events.